What's up, guys? I'm gonna get right into this one. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't plan on making a video for a little bit closer to 2K18 came out, but something happened that really made me want to make a video on it. And I really just want to discuss the whole Kyrie for Isaiah Thomas thing, for him going to the Celtics. And I just want to break it down and just go through it. And it's something that really interested me. It's something that really just something I really just want to talk about. So if you wouldn't mind, I'm just gonna take a few minutes to talk about it and give my point of view, put my 2 cents on it, if that's fine. First thing I want to break down is, so obviously, if you didn't know, Kyrie Irving, point guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers, was traded to the Boston Celtics for Kyrie Irving and I believe 2 other players and a draft pick. Now, obviously, if you didn't know, Kyrie's been wanting to be traded for I would say a couple of months now, I think it was. I don't really remember how long it's been. But he's been wanting to be traded for a while. I would say most of the offseason. And it was looking to where he was going to be traded. And it really wasn't a big deal. It's fine. It's whatever. He's going to get traded. It is what it is. I didn't really care, you know. Players get traded all the time. I thought he was going to go probably to Minnesota. I thought he was going to go to the Timberwolves, maybe the Knicks. I really wasn't sure, but I really didn't care either way. I'm not a Kyrie fan, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously he's a good player, but I really didn't care where he went. My opinion on it was that he was being a bit emotional. I think he was being a little too greedy. He had a perfect plan set up in Cleveland. He was making 40 mil, I think it was, a year. He was going to the finals every year. He was playing with the greatest player of all time, and he didn't have to play against the greatest player of all time. So, in my opinion, he was probably in a perfect position, but only Kyrie really knows what's going down there, and only Kyrie knows what Kyrie wants, you know. So, I don't think anybody can really say what was good for Kyrie except for Kyrie. So, he has to get traded. It is what it is. Eventually, I believe it was last night. It might have been the night before, but last night, it was reported that he was actually going to be traded to the Boston Celtics for Isaiah Thomas. And now let me tell you, when he first mentioned being traded, I kind of guessed myself that this was going to happen, but then I put it off, and I really didn't think it was going to happen. But let me tell you, he did in fact end up getting traded to the Boston Celtics. And straight off the bat, I want to say, I can't believe the Boston Celtics traded their franchise centerpiece for Kyrie Irving. This isn't it's not any other player. This is their franchise. This is what they built around, and they traded him like it wasn't even a big deal. This was a guy that played a day after his sister died. He played a game for this franchise, and they tossed him away like he was a piece of trash. That, in my opinion, is the most disrespectful thing they could have done. Now, I don't know how the meetings went. I don't know how the calls went. I don't know what Isaiah Thomas is feeling right now. But if he's thinking what I would think or what most people think he would be thinking, I'm pretty sure he's quite upset right now. He was obviously wanting to play for this franchise. He was excited and ready to play for it. He was tweeting Gordon Hayward, let's get this work. You know, he was excited at the coming year. And it was obviously a strong, growing team. I think they were first last year in the standings. And he's a great franchise centerpiece. Gordon Hayward was going to be an excellent addition to that, and he got traded. Now, I don't really know what the specifics are of how it came up. All I know is that Isaiah Thomas will now be playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sorry for this timeout. I'm not really paying attention to the gameplay. I just want to get my message across. Now, he's going to be playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers. There's a good chance he's going to be in the finals now, and I'm happy for him on that front because he deserves to be in the finals. He's a great player, great point guard. He's a great shooter, an elite player in the NBA, and he deserves to get that recognition. He deserves to be in the finals, and he deserves to win a championship. Would he have done with the Celtics? As it stands right now, no. The Celtics aren't going to the finals this year, and that's what I don't understand. They traded a franchise centerpiece. Someone was not he wasn't just a player, he was the franchise, I feel like. And for them to just trade him for a player that isn't going to get them into the finals anyway, I just don't understand it. If I'm Boston and Cleveland calls me with that trade, I automatically reject him. Even though Kyrie is probably a better point guard than Isaiah Thomas, there's something more to it than just the ability of the player, I feel like. If you look at the Dallas Mavericks, you look at Dirk Nowitzki, they would never trade that player. If you looked at the Los Angeles Lakers and you looked at Kobe back in the day, they would have never traded Kobe Bryant. You look at Jordan and the Bulls, I don't think that they would have ever traded Michael Jordan. There's certain players to a franchise that even if they aren't performing at the best, and I'm not saying Isaiah Thomas was bad. He was obviously one of the elite point guards in the game. Maybe Kyrie's better, but even if he was bad, he was still one of the franchise centerpieces. And this just goes to show that no matter who you are, I don't think anybody in the NBA is safe. I think anybody who has a better offer is going to get that spot. I think anybody in the NBA can be traded to any place. I don't think the franchise has any ties to any specific player. I think the Boston really just kind of scumbagged Isaiah Thomas. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I don't know Isaiah Thomas's feelings on the subject. I don't know if he's happy with the trade or if he wanted to trade too. I'm not sure about the specifics. All I know is that from the outside looking in, it kind of looks like Isaiah Thomas got scumbagged a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Whether he actually did or not is yet to be seen. I'm not really sure yet if they've gotten an Isaiah Thomas statement on the subject. I'm not sure. If he has, then it may be a different story. But as from the outside looking in, it looks like they did scumbag him pretty hard. Now, let's talk about why this trade actually kind of makes sense if you take away Isaiah Thomas from the situation. Now, Kyrie is an elite point guard. He's probably, I would say, one of the best point guards in the league right now. And he's going to the Celtics. Why is he going to the Celtics? Well, they're the best team in the East besides the Cavaliers. If you look at LeBron James, he's obviously leaving the Cavaliers next year. So it makes sense for him to go to the Celtics. And let me tell you why. They're going to market this. The NBA is going to market this when LeBron leaves next year as a LeBron versus Kyrie thing. Because when LeBron leaves the East, and he will, no matter where he goes, either the Lakers or the Spurs, he will leave the East. It will be the Celtics in the finals. There is not a single team in the East that will be able to beat the Celtics once LeBron leaves the East. Now, if we look at this LeBron going to either the Lakers or the Spurs, either way he goes, either place he goes, it's going to be marketed the same way they marketed Kobe versus LeBron with the puppets. They're going to be built up as a rivalry. They're going to be built up as a match to go towards the finals. Either way he goes, it's going to be that Kyrie versus LeBron mentality because Kyrie didn't want to play with LeBron. We don't know why he didn't want to play. Kyrie knows. I feel like the only people that know are the Cavaliers and Kyrie. Those are the only people that know why he doesn't want to play with LeBron. But it's going to be marketed like that regardless. It's going to be marketed as Kyrie versus LeBron in the finals when he goes over to the East, no matter which two teams he goes to. At the current moment, it's going to be it looks to me like he's going towards the Lakers. And that is another reason why it makes sense. They have the Laker versus Celtics rivalry to market. They also have the Kyrie LeBron rivalry to market. So apart from just the pure athleticism in the sport, they also have this marketing ability that just presented itself to the NBA, and it makes so much sense. You haven't had this rivalry in such time. I want to say 2009 or 10 when the Lakers played the Celtics in the finals. So having this now, I think it's a great era. This is going to be a great time for the Lakers-Celtics rivalry to present itself. We can have a rebirth of the Magic Bird rivalry, and it really just does make a lot of sense when you really do think about it, and you really just kind of piece it all together. Now, like I said, I feel really bad for Isaiah Thomas as it stands. At the same time, I don't. Let me tell you why I do. Like I said, he gave his heart and soul into the organization, to the franchise, playing a day after his sister died. You could see he was crying on the court during the game. And for them to just trade him like that, I think is shameful. But also, it's a good thing for Isaiah Thomas because now he has a very good shot at winning a championship. Will he? I don't think so because Golden State is going to probably win it again. But he will definitely be in the finals. There's not a single team that's going to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James on the team. Looking towards the future, it's clear that LeBron is moving, and it's going to be marketed very clearly as a LeBron-Kyrie rivalry going into the finals. It's going to market very well. It's going to sell a lot of tickets, and it's going to bring some ratings back to the NBA. I believe, I'm not correct. I'm not sure if I'm correct about this, but I believe the ratings have been down slightly. I mean, obviously they're still up there, but it's definitely going to bring a lot of people that haven't watched in some time back for the nice Lakers Celtics rivalry and LeBron Kyrie rivalry that they are going to mark it off of. And you could mark my word that they will mark it off of that because it's pretty much guaranteed that at least the Celtics will be in the finals. I don't know if LeBron will take the Lakers to the finals because the West is stacked no matter how you look at it. Even the 8th seed in the West could still beat just about any team in the East, I would have to say. So it's really hard to determine who's going in the West. Obviously, right now you have a stacked Golden State. I don't see them being beat anytime soon. We have yet to see. We have, Paul George might go to the Lakers next year with LeBron. You don't really know. But as it stands now, they have a really good shot with LeBron. The Lakers do. We'll see. We don't really know how it's going to turn out. It's definitely going to be something big, I think, in the future. I think it's a strong chance that they go. We'll have to see. Like I said, the West is stacked. We never really know how the West is going to turn out, but it's going to be interesting. Nonetheless, it's going to be interesting to see Kyrie versus LeBron in the finals. If that ever happens, it would be really nice to see. That'd be very entertaining, I would have to say. And I'm not gonna lie, I would watch it too. They were gonna market it, obviously, and rightfully so. It should be marketed. It would be a big. I would market it. I'm not a marketing analyst or genius, but it doesn't take a genius to know that would sell tickets. That would generate viewers to the finals, to games, to the NBA. So I think it's smart business if they were to do that, and I think that's actually what's going to end up happening. I'm interested though to what you guys think about the trade and how you think that it's going to impact the league and the NBA. Obviously, it's going to be a stacked season. Minnesota has the big three. Now you have Kyrie and Boston now. So it's really interesting. You have Paul George in Oklahoma. It's really going to be an interesting season. I really do believe so. Like I said, I want to know what you guys think about the subject and what you guys think about the upcoming season. And just let me know your opinions down in the comments below. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be making more NBA content when the season starts and when 2K18 comes out. The Call of Duty World War II beta is coming up in a few days. I'm really excited to play that. I'm obviously going to play that. I might upload a video or two about it if anybody wants to see it or not. Just let me know. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. It really helps me out a lot. If you want to see more NBA content, let me know. I am going to be making a lot of it in the coming months when the season starts and when the 2K18 comes out. I played a little bit of NBA Live. Also, it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'll make a video about it, but it was a really good game. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed, like I said, let me know what you think. If you want to put your input, like and subscribe if you would. It would help me out a lot. This has been your boy Kabronski, and I'm going to end the video here. I hope you have a fantastic day.